Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Carmina, and while we were all minding our own business, doing whatnot, guess what happened? Lana del Rey got married. I don't know if you guys like Lana del Rey's music or even know who she is, but I really like her as a singer. I really loved her first two albums, especially. I listened to them back to back. So, yeah, it's interesting to see astrologically with the cards of truth what's happening that is precipitating such a move in her life, given that she had never been married before. So, this is something exciting that's happening, and let's take a look. First, we're going to look astrologically. And what I'm going to say also is that when I bumped into Lana's charts the first time, like some years back, maybe let's say 5 years ago, um, she was said to be born at 2:46 a.m. There was an Instagram comment that has since then been deleted, and that was what we were going with. We were going with her, being a different ascendant and everything different. But more recently, she posted on Twitter that she has, her birth time is 4:47 p.m. in New York, New York. So we're gonna go with this one. And I wanted to say on behalf of all of us Scorpio risings, welcome Lana Del Rey to Scorpio Rising Club, and especially me as your elder, I grant you a warm welcome to the world of sensitivity. Okay, so looking at her chart now, we see that her nodes are on her first seventh axis. This is her ascendant Scorpio. By the way, this is a South Indian chart I'm looking at, and I'm using tropical astrology, so I'm not using sidereal. And we can see that on her ascendant, she has the South Node, she has Pluto, and she has Saturn. And in the seventh house, she has Venus and the North Node. So people with the South Node on the ascendant tend to be people that want to take care of things alone. They don't want to share responsibilities in general. It's difficult for them, even in relationships, to give themselves truly because they know they can, rely on themselves. The K2, the South Node, is always your safe spot, and it's always where you go back to. And the North Node is something that is less explored and something that you need to go on a journey of so that you can enjoy your South Node skills more. So for her, she has to be in relationships. She also has Venus, which is the planet of relationships with the North Node. So she learns about herself, she learns about her self-worth through relationships. That's what she is doing. It's very interesting also that her Dharakaraka, which is her spouse planet, which is the planet that shows clues about how her partner is going to be like, is the sun. So it's very, very, very interesting that since May, she has changed Dasha. I'm using Vimshotri Dasha. This is a time period. And I think I'm using Dhruva Ayanamsha here because I'm also experimenting with different Ayanamshas. Yes, I'm using Dhruva Galactic Center, middle of Mula. These are the settings I'm using here. And you can see since May of this year, she started her Sun Dasha. And as we were saying, Sun is her spouse planet. So this is very focused. This is the first time, I mean, she's been in relationships before, but this is the first time she's actually getting married. And it's very interesting because her Sun is also in the ninth house, which are more the ninth house has to do with your own dharma, but it also has to do with traditions. It has to do with commitments that you make in front of the world. So getting married is a commitment that she makes a statement, because she could just be with a guy without getting married. But it's very interesting, as soon as she goes into the Sun Dasha, she gets married. And what else is more interesting is that she got married, I think, on September 26th. And I read that she was already shopping for a thrift dress months before. So that is also super interesting. And she has here the moon in Leo and the sun in Cancer. These two planets are in an interchange. They are interchanging their home dignities, because moon rules Cancer and the sun rules Leo. They are in an interchange. And what's interesting is that she got married in the sun moon sub period, when she has also, the moon rules her ninth cusp and the sun is there. That is very, very, very interesting. People would say, well, okay, the seventh lord. Yes, the seventh lord is Venus, and that is getting into a relationship, into a partnership, that is working with the public, but making a commitment such as marriage, something like a statement, that is the ninth house. So it's very interesting that in the sub period of the moon, which is ruled also by the sun, and which is itself, the moon is the ninth lord ruler, the ninth lord actually, she got married. So she's gonna be in this sun dasha till 2030, but I wonder what's gonna happen around her 41, 42 birthday. So that's about in 2 years, because she has these nodes in the first and seventh axis. So this is very dynamic for relationships. Whenever you have the north node maturation and the north node is in the seventh house, something could radically change regarding relationships. So we will just wait and see what happens. Now, if we look at the cards of truth, we look at her age 39. What is happening in her age 39? If we were to see here, we see the Jack of Hearts. Jack of Hearts means a new love, falling in love with life again, falling in love with a person. She also has the Jack of Hearts on the Sun card. The Jack of Hearts doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be in a long-lasting relationship, but in a way you change the way you view relationships. That's what I see with people running Jack of Hearts. For her, what I see more importantly here, that would show an important commitment that she did now. So I see here that she has this year running the Six of Hearts. And the Six of Hearts is her natal Jupiter card. And Jupiter for women is one of the factors that pertains to the spouse. There are several factors. There's the sun card, and the sun, her spouse planet being the sun. But there is also Jupiter, right? Because Jupiter is the spouse in Vedic principled astrology for women. Mars can be someone you're attracted to, but Jupiter is, the advisor planet, the one that you end up marrying, according to these techniques that I've learned. So we see here this Six of Hearts. This Six of Hearts is connected to the South Node, which is the Sun card. So it's very interesting because, again, the sun for her, the sun is the spouse planet. So her sun card is in the South Node, and it's connected to the seventh cusp. It's connected to the Six of Hearts, which is emotional fulfillment. It's in the Venus card, which has to do with relationships. So that is all very interesting. And the time period when she got married is a Jack of spades. That's not necessarily the most fun period. That's also a wild period and the period of surviving in a way, putting one foot in front of the other. We don't know what she's going through in her heart, in her mind, psychologically, physically, what she's going through. Some people are saying that she's taking some weight loss supplement. We don't know what she's going through really, but it's not rainbows and butterflies. It's like a difficult time for her. And it's also her North Node card. So it's also a compulsion, an obsession. It's something. So what I've read is that she's known this spouse of hers for about 2 years. And he is a person that is not like from the glamorous Hollywood life. He's a person that has a very um, down to earth, down to swamp job. He is organizing tours. Uh, he's an expert in alligators in Alabama. So it's a person that's very in touch with nature and a person that has a more simple life. And the Nine of Spades is kind of like that person because the spades are all about survival, and the Nine of Spades ideally is about mastering survival, mastering your own fears. So it's very interesting. This combination of factors in her chart led to her being getting married at 39. So that was about it for today's video. It was a more mundane video. It was interesting. It was fun to see what is happening in her chart that is aligning with her getting married seemingly out of the blue now. Well, good luck. Congratulations to her. By the way, if you want to learn more about card reading with the Cards of Truth software and also with manual casting, you can join my upcoming course. It starts in November. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.